Good twilight everyone, welcome back to your beloved drawback chess speedrun series, the series that I reveal my drawback and still get 100% win rate just because I'm too good at this game. And without any further ado, let's get into today's content. Today we're climbing from 7600 to 7700 rating points. Expedition. On move 13, you must move to B1. That is very specific. I wonder what's the connection between Expedition and B1 though. Reveal drawback to opponent. B1 is a light square. D5. Opening up my light bishop. My opponent counter revealed. Theocracy. On odd numbered moves, you can only capture with bishops. Knight F3. Bishop F5. Eyeing straight at the B1 square. E4. This guy is opening up his position a bit too much for a very restrictive drawback like this. Bishop takes E4. Bishop B5 check. C6. Bishop D3. Aha. He wants to trade off my bishop, so I will have more difficulties reaching the B1 square and lose to my own drawback. But if I can somehow buy a tempo, I can take his bishop on an even numbered move so he cannot recapture on his odd move due to his drawback. Therefore, Queen A5 check. After knight blocks or queen blocks, I can take his bishop for free. He blocks with his bishop. Well, I guess that blunders a king. King F1 is forced. Queen takes D1 check. Knight E1. Queen takes E1. Checkmate in 1. Resignation. Things just got very convenient very quickly. But anyway, second game, let's go. Second game we get a guy called Let's Reveal. E4. How can you name yourself Let's Reveal and you don't reveal your drawback first? Not approved. Eat your vegetables. You can't capture non-pawns until your opponent only has 4 pawns remaining. Absolutely diabolical. Reveal drawback to opponent. D5. My opponent counter revealed. Oddball. You can only capture on odd numbered moves. Okay, that is also very diabolical, but he can just quickly destroy me before I can even touch his pieces. E5 doesn't let me take that pawn. Bishop F5. He gets his queen out. I can already see this is not gonna go well for me. I'll take a pawn first. He can't take on F7 though. He can only capture on odd moves. Bishop B5 check. C6. He takes it. Okay, at least he can't immediately take my king. His next move is an even move. Queen C7. Leaving the D8 square for my king to run. Also need to avoid Queen F7. Unless he moves his queen closer. King D8. Queen D7 checkmate. Okay, unfortunately there is just nothing I can do. Man, that was a very clean win from my opponent. 1 win and 1 loss. It all comes down to this. Final game. Eye for an eye. If your opponent captures, you must capture on your next move. Or lose. Reveal drawback to opponent. My opponent counter revealed. Snipers. Your bishops can only capture from a distance of at least 4 diagonal squares. That sounds like barely an inconvenience. Knight C6. D4. Okay, let's analyze the situation for a bit. My drawback basically says that I cannot capture first. It always has to be my opponent captures first and then I recapture. Which means I should play this game defensively and group my pieces together. But then my opponent's drawback restricts his bishop's activity, which means I should theoretically have more advantage in an open game. Between these two conflicting ways to play the game, it came to me again that I'm obviously not a coward. D5 opening up the board. He chose to take the pawn. Alright, let's go. Queen takes D5. Knight C3. That blunders a pawn. Now the center is completely open. A queen trade will be very nice as he will then only have his knights to control the center. Knight B5 instead. Aha. He knows that I can't capture first. It is always he is the attacker and I'm the defender. Fine then. Queen E5 check. Provoking bishop blocks and I can take his knight, because e2 to b5 is only 3 diagonal squares. He knows it. He wants queen trade and knight takes e7 winning the game to my drawback. I have to defend with the king. g3. Bishop g4. Provoking f3 taking away his knight's developing square. Bishop f4. Ha! Very funny. That blunders a queen. His bishop cannot take my queen due to his drawback. This is why you shouldn't play the game too tactically. By hoping that your opponent will eventually make a blunder, you may end up blundering your pieces first. Knight takes e2. Queen takes b5. Knight c3. Queen takes b2. His queen is dead, my queen is strong. Rook d1 check. King c8. Knight d5. That is not threatening anything. If knight c7 I can just take his knight, I'll use his own poison against him. Bishop h3 check. d6. Bishop g2. That blunders a horsey, but on second thoughts there is actually no reason for me to take that knight. It doesn't even do anything, and putting a loose pawn in front of my opponent's rook can create multiple complications in the future due to my drawback. So I guess I'll take this pawn instead. His knight will eventually take on c7, I mean what else can it do anyway? King f1. Bishop c5. Knight takes c7. King takes c7. His bishop is too close, cannot take my king from 3 diagonal squares away. And he moved his other bishop to the center. That actually makes the bishop even more useless than it was, but I believe the idea is to go king g2 releasing his other rook. Knight d3 check. He doesn't take. Which blunders a rook. King g2. Queen takes f2 check. King h3. Knight e3. Rook c1. Aha! I can checkmate him now, but there is a cool move here that I just cannot ignore. King c6 defending the bishop. Good try though, he was trying to get b6 bishop a8 winning to my drawback. a4. Queen g2 check. Two wins and one loss. Drawback chess speed run today. 100% win rate.